welcome you in Hungary. It's DIXON, Stefan. Firstly, I read that you were a football player first, but you had an injury and then you started with DJing. Is it true or how I know it?
Yeah, it's semi-true. I was a footballer until I was like 13, and then I had this injury. And from that point on, I was doing athletics. So long running, to be more specific. And then when I was 16, I had to stop this too. Same injury appeared again. And with being 16, it was right about after the wall came down, so it was like 89, 90. I discovered nightlife. And this kind of injury that I had was something that I could go through. It would have taken 1 year, and after this it would have been fine. So I was doing this special training, this boring special training, and it's exactly at that time I discovered nightlife. So boring training and nightlife, you know, so I made a decision. Yeah.
Your second time in Hungary. You were here last May, if I remember well. What was your feelings about Hungary? How was your audience? What are your memories from here? Is it too different than in Germany?
First of all, it was good memories. I'm happy to be back. And then different to Germany. I would say that there's Germany and there's Berlin. So Berlin is like this little, or not so little, island in the middle of Germany where everything is so amazing. So yeah, it's different to Berlin, but not very different to Germany, I think, because I don't know, the world is very much connected these days, and everyone knows everything. They don't do, but they think they know everything. So everyone is cool everywhere, and everyone listening to the same music everywhere. So it's much closer than it was 10 years ago or something, where you really went somewhere and had the feeling, okay, this is a total different situation here, totally different people. The food was very much different back then, you know. Now everything is very much like super much closer, you know. You have all this new cuisine, you know. I guess you have these restaurants here now where you have like a new Hungarian cuisine, you know, and so everything came much closer together, so it's not such a big difference anymore.
You just have a little son now.
Yes, yeah.
6 months ago?
Yeah, he is 6 months old now, yeah.
How is it to be a dad?
It's amazing. I don't really find a better word at the moment. Let's just say amazing. And obviously, since it's my first child, it's totally different to everything experienced before. I even took like a 3.5 months break. Just being in Berlin for a change. I haven't been like this for the last 20 years. I was always on the road. And we had our little cocoon there. My wife, my son and me, and there was no one allowed to enter that little cocoon. And now we're traveling with him, he's doing fine, and that's amazing to watch.
And how can you manage it? I mean, to be a DJ and to be a dad, is it hard?
Well, I would say it's hard to manage a relationship, because usually people are working under the week, and on the weekends they are there for having fun, and then I'm gone. So my wife is like, we having the separate life on weekends, so it's hard for a relationship. But for having a son, it's actually perfect, because I'm gone on the weekends and I'm available during the week. So that is the good side of the job, you know.
You are really known for your long sets during nights. Do you think that makes something different if you can play for 5-6 hours and you can set up your set from the beginning and own the night?
Yes, I definitely think. I mean, for me it's something different because I consider myself as a DJ that has different sides. So I like to show that different sides and take the people on this kind of journey, as cheesy as it sounds. For other people, DJs, maybe it's good to play just 2 hours because they maybe have just this one thing. Plus, I think that people going during a night going through different phases. You know, they arrive, they check out the girls or the boys, they start to drink, they let loose at a certain point. Some say they get drunk, some say they get let loose. And after that, there's even another period where, which is mostly the best time of the night. I don't know what time the sun comes up today.
I guess around between 4 and 5 o'clock.
You see, there's a time when the sun comes up, you know, and then people are again in a different mood. Some look really ugly, some look good, you know. So there's different parts of the nights, and music. I also think that music fits different in different circumstances. So there's certain music that I will not play before 5 o'clock in the morning when the sun comes up here. So if I would not play at that time, that would be a shame that I could not show that side of me to the people, you know. So I like to have long sets, but it's also connected to the venue and the people, you know. Sometimes I just feel not well or I'm tired, or the people are tired because it's a long weekend. Maybe it's a Sunday gig and the people went out on Saturday and Friday again already, or the sound system is bad, or the
just something came up.
Yeah, now too much boys in the club, you know. Like there's so many different things that are important for a night. And that sometimes makes me feel like I really want to go along, and sometimes it just feels like, all right, 3 hours, perfect, that's it.
What about you? Any new releases from DIXON?
I'm just remixing. This guy is called Disclosure, two very very young guys from the UK. And there's just released a remix for me for Matthew Decay and Lee Burridge. And I'm taking a studio break right now. Because I decided that, well, studio work for me is something where I try to let loose, and unfortunately I don't have the time right now. So with being a young father and trying to be a nice father, I always saw myself in this situation of like being hustling and never had really the time to relax and enjoy it. So I kind of hated the studio work at the moment, so I decided, instead of like being frustrated and just doing it like always fast, I let it go for a while and concentrate on my little son or on my family, and then maybe end of the year I'm going back into the studio and being fresh, you know, because this is something, I mean, there is this routine that we are in our world in, you know, flying, playing, coming home, working in the office, going to the studio, that even if it's a great job, that becomes really boring after a while and you're tired of it. So it's always good to have a time where you just stop it and then start it again, because it is not a day-to-day job, you know. It's something that 5 days, you know, you go 5 times in the studio and everything you do is just shit. And then you have this whatever moment and you can't really explain why, it just happens. And the only thing I know about that moment is that it's always when you feel not tired, when you feel cool and relaxed, you know. And I don't have these moments at the moment, so I'm trying to not go to the studio and see when it happens again.